I'm going to explain about introduction of entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is the operation of manufacturing and selling goods and services to suit the wants and aspirations of consumer in order to generate a profit are referred to as a business. There are four fundamental parts of business: delivering goods and service, exchanging value, creating corporate profit, and meeting the needs and desire of consumer when purchasing a product. Entrepreneurs are people who are willing to take the initiative to start a new business or venture, who are always trying or creating something new that is innovative and creative, who are identify and seize opportunity, who create a new market, and who are willing to take a risk by managing resources and adding value to those resources for profit. Following that, there are numerous ways to establish a business, such as beginning your own, building a new firm, taking over an existing business, a franchise, or forming a strategic alliance. The significance of this plan is that it serves as a guideline for establishing a business and achieving goals, as well as a control tool in which all operations are carried out in accordance with the plan to monitor business performance and compare real results with those are planned. Marketing is important since it helps business to improve product sales and so earn attractive profit, as well as a build demand for a product, open business chance in adjacent industry, and grow the business to the international marketing. Thank you.
Next, entrepreneur background. The name of this entrepreneur is Nuraisha binti Samsudin, and she is 29 years old. And she is a Master of Art graduate from UiTM who lived her career as a independent designer to farm. So how this entrepreneur Puan Aisyah start the business is that she spent a lot of time farming when the country was hit by COVID-19 in 2020, and the government and the Malaysian government implement the movement control order, means MCO. So the first factor that promoted Puan Aisyah to start an agriculture business was to have an interested in agriculture and also to be one of her business. Second, very flexible time to do all the works that needs to be provided. And so lastly, the market that always have, because the agriculture sector is a sources of food that will be both used to all human beings. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Kebun means garden in Malay, and Nurai stands for Mrs. Nuraisha Samsudin's name. Hence, she called her business Kebunurai. It will immediately stick in our thoughts the first time we hear it, since this name for her garden and business is so unique. Shopee is the primary platform for the agro-technology and agro-entrepreneurship-based company Kebunurai. The whole spectrum of Malaysian citizens is Kebunurai's target market. In addition to selling organic seeds, Kebunurai also offers agricultural consulting and accepts invitation for other parties with the goal of educating people about the agriculture industry. On Kebunurai Shopee shop, there are a lot of organic seeds available. For instance, in addition to selling sunflower seed, watermelon seed, edamame seed, and many more types of seeds, Kebunurai also sell organic toothbrush and gardening equipment. Nuraisha started her business 2 years ago. Looking at the progress of her farm, it was such a big achievement for her to achieve it that fast. Mrs. Nuraisha Shamsuddin became a web sensation on Twitter during MCO period, since she is an expert holder who remained in Kuala Lumpur, however chose to abandon her visual planner and move back to her old neighborhood in Teluk Intan and begin all that from the base. Since her tweet on Twitter explodes, she never prevents getting support from others, and she additionally never stopped sharing cultivating tips and progress on her Instagram account. She always gives her customer a gratuity, therefore people like to buy seeds from her. On every seed that she sells on Shopee, she also includes detailed instruction on how to care for the plant. She is available to answer inquiries from customers at all times. Given that she always uses recycled materials in all she does, she is a truly sustainable farmer. She will grow plants in containers like beverage bottles, tissue boxes, and detergent bottles, for instance. Using food scraps, dried leaves, and ashes, she also produces her own organic fertilizer.
The entrepreneur before starting the venture, Nur Aisha Samsudin, known fondly as Aisha, is a master degree in History of Arts and Cultural Management at University of Technology Mara, UITM in Shah Alam, who left her job as a graphic designer in exchange for a simpler life looking after a farm at home. However, the young artist had a change of heart and has since distinguished the city completely in favor of living debt-free with her mom and her cat while selling organic veggies for a living. Actually, she in love with farming when she was a child because her family is from a farmer family. Nur Aisha Samsudin, role model for getting interested in farming, is her father and her grandfather. In addition to that, her father owned a goat farm as well while working a 9-to-5 job, so she is no stranger to getting her hands dirty. Her father is a worker and when he gets back from work, he will spend the time with his animal and keep such as goat, cow, and chicken. At the same time, his father also focused on agriculture. Her entrepreneurial activity are more in online shopping website, and she also gives a counseling about farming and plants, also advice for people who get interested to know about farming. Nur Aisha Samsudin give a counseling on the online platform. Besides, she also gets an invitation workshop about plants and farm. Usually every morning after she wakes up, she goes to the farm and works there till afternoon with whatever that she can find from her farm. She will bring home to cook lunch. Her intentions of being an entrepreneur is when she was a child. Nur Aisha Samsudin is grew up in a family with an interested in farming. When she was a child, she used to follow her late father, her late grandfather, and her uncle to his fruit farm and palm oil plantations in the morning, and to her late father goldsmith in the evenings. And she was in love doing that since she was a child. But for vegetable, Nur Aisha Samsudin learned to do things by herself slowly from YouTube, reading, and through her past experience.
The entrepreneur at the time she started the venture, first, primary motivation to start up. Puan Nur Aisha Samsudin main motivation to start this business is because of her late grandfather and late father. She had been exposed to the agricultural industry since childhood. She used to follow his late grandfather to the orchard and oil palm plantation in the morning, and to his late father's sheep pen in the evening. She learned to do things on her own slowly from YouTube, reading, and through her past experiences. Next, setting any goals while set up the business. Puan Nur Aisha Samsudin set her goals when she set up the business was that she wanted to free her mind by focusing on the important things, and added that she wanted to go home and live her life to the fullest, albeit modestly. She wanted to further expand the field of agriculture among all walks of life, which is both young and old. She wanted a garden,
So she started with a fruit tree. However, while waiting for her fruit tree to grow, she ventured into the field of vegetable cultivation. So far, she has successfully produced all kinds of local and international fruits and vegetables such as avocado, mulberries, kale, spinach, eggplants, salad, and side dishes. Next, resources that available before startup. The source available before Puan Nur Aisyah started the business was with a capital of RM 10 ringgit. With that amount of the money, she was able to expand her business to be able to own a piece of land about half an acre about 2 kilometers from her house in Teluk Intan. She has successfully produced all kinds of local and international fruits and vegetables on her own land. Next, any networking. Puan Nuraisha Samsudin has social media like networks such as Twitter. Recently, her life journey from a master's graduate who left her job as a graphic designer in exchange for an easier life keeping a farm at home has become an inspirational tweet on Twitter. The tweet garnered almost 32,000 retweets and 58,000 with netizens admiring her determination to pursue the life she wanted. That's all from me. Thank you.
Challenges that she has been faced at the beginning. It was challenging for Miss Nur Aisyah Shamsuddin to start the business because she has low model and difficulties to have worker at that time. Miss Nur Aisyah has struggled for the first 2 years despite of this problem and managed to overcome this problem by taking initiative. Risk that has been faced is because of shortage of manpower. She had faced many delays in work and production. She has only a few manpower at that time and she really struggled to survive in the industry that time. Courage for starting the business. At the first time, Miss Nur Aisyah didn't have the courage to start the business because she had to start it all alone and no one to help her. She has experience but no contact and agency that she knows at the time first place. She managed to move up despite she had the odds against her in the industry. Business plans of Miss Nur Aisyah. At the beginning, Miss Nur Aisyah just want to sell the crops that she had worked on her farm, such as vegetable and fruit. She also then sell seeds of certain plants to the customer. In the future, she wants to do a workshop about agriculture where youngers nowadays can learn about agriculture and involve themselves in the field of agriculture.
For conclusion, overall what can be gained from this business is that if an entrepreneur wants to start a firm, numerous factors such as marketing, business strategy and other must be considered. Organization must be inventive by inventing or generating new ideas to improve existing product or service that can be benefit the firm. Finally, the business must be goal-oriented since it must have a clear concept of the destination of a business to be aimed at and be able to create targets or goals that are previously planned to expand the business. Thank you.